Welcome back, guys. This is going to be part 2 of the installation for the FL5. Today we're going to be doing the new PRL charge pipe kit. We already have the intercooler, but unfortunately when we did get it, this kit was not out yet. But now we're going to have to go back and remove the bumper again, which we don't want to, but it's going to be worth it. We're making a good amount of power now. As you guys know, the car made 560, which is a crazy amount for this stock engine. But one problem we did notice is that the stock charge pipe did start to slip. Same way as the FK8, right at the throttle body. So to basically get rid of that issue, we upgraded to the PRL charge pipes. We are gonna have to take off the intake, the battery again. We have to take off the bumper again. We're gonna have to do the whole install all over again. Now would probably be a good time, if you have your intercooler and you haven't installed it, wait, get this kit. We have 2 sets available for anyone who is interested. If you guys want to buy them, please hit us up through our website, groupandgarage.com. We're only going to have 2 available. Link will be in the description and somewhere up here, hopefully. Let's get into the unboxing. These are already on back order. Whoever got a pre-order, that was it. I think the next expected shipping date is till February 10th or 1st, something like that, if I saw right. But we do have them in stock, ready to go. Let's open this up so you guys can see what's in it. All right, so
excellent packaging as usual from PRL.
Thanks to Dan for
Shout out Dan.
Here's your stickers as always. Oh, this is new. They started doing that foam thing where it does like a, damn, look at that. All right, cool.
That's how we ship our parts.
Yeah, because they ship it like that. Got your keychain. This is a lanyard actually, right?
Wow, upgrades.
Oh, a double lanyard from Dan? Damn, see? Could have been you guys. But cool, here's our new couplers. It's gonna help us a lot. One thing that we noticed differently is that they did change the sizes. So I believe now it's a 7. It used to be an 8. I'm assuming this material should be better. It has a lot more smaller grooves compared to the old ones they used to use, but should make a big difference regardless. This is gonna be the one that goes to the charge pipe, which now you are gonna have an upgraded metal charge pipe like this, which should help us out with a lot of that blow by. So this is how it's really gonna go, like this. This is gonna be the most beneficial one that we felt on the dyno, is that the 2-piece design from the stock one is just, there's so much play in it. This is gonna basically just help delete all that excessive clamps and those little rubbers and then a metal piece, you know. So this is gonna help us the most. And then with a bigger diameter charge pipe, you're gonna hear a lot more turbo sounds. So, and this is gonna be your lower turbo one, which is gonna go from the hot side up to the turbo. So here's your new beefy.
Wow, these look way nicer than
the
packaging is way nicer than it was when I got mine for the FK8.
So you're gonna have all that CNC goodness, because this side's already metal. This side is not. So this is gonna be a bigger diameter. You're gonna have a lot more airflow through this. So we might need to go back to the dyno after this, see if we can make a little bit more squeeze out of it, you know?
Dada, if you're watching, we're available.
Let's get started. Remember, basically, if you've seen our other video, it was a little bit kind of quick because we're at the dyno, we were doing it in person. Hopefully with this one, you're gonna be able to see a little bit more in detail what we actually did. From our last video, we'll probably put more of the bumper removal in that first video. So if you guys need to see how you remove the bumper, go back to our previous video, which is gonna be part 1 of this 3-part series. We'll show a little bit more in depth of how we remove the actual stock bumper. But the only thing you guys might not have is gonna be the garage unique front lip. We're gonna leave that on. We're gonna remove it with the whole bumper itself. So just don't really mind about that. We did our whole screw process and everything to secure that for the track. And after this, there's only gonna be one more thing we need to install. So let's get right into this, start taking the bumper apart, and then we'll get back with you guys.
Can I get in here? Am I allowed to touch the car today?
Get in there. Get in there.
All right, back up. Okay, Lewis already went ahead and removed the battery. He's gonna remove the battery tray. Again, this is just to give us clearance to be able to remove the charge pipe and the connector to the throttle body.
And unlike the FK8, you can remove just this upper piece without removing the entire thing.
It's like a 2-piece, huh?
Yep.
They knew we were gonna be working on this damn thing.
Whatever Honda technician complained, thank you. Okay, so now for the charge pipe, we removed the intake, removed the battery now. So now we have this whole cold side ready to go, so we can remove the stock charge pipe, And you see here, this is the piece we're talking about. This is what we're gonna get rid of. These two clamps holding one rubber. So with the PRL one, it's gonna go all the way across here. Definitely help us fix all this. This is gonna be replaced. This will be replaced.
And just an observation, I mean, again, like we say, when you're gonna compare the FL5 to the FK8, the little differences that they make. Another change is they designed the coupler different. Because if you have an FK8, you would know that coupler would fail all the time. It would rip because this moves obviously when the engine's moving. But still, when we were pushing power on this, when we were, we were above 500 horsepower, that will come off. And we verified it because Michael Baxey's car, remember that, Lewis? His car as well had issues with the coupler when they were pushing high boost.
Yep.
Now, this should eliminate that. Anyways, we're gonna get going. We're gonna get finishing this up.
We gotta take the intercooler off regardless. You just take it off.
Okay, we're removing the intercooler. Takes 2 12s per side and a 10 at the top that pretty much holds that bracket, right?
Yep.
And then this should come off. Again, for reference, this is the PRL intercooler. Don't think that this is an OEM one because it is not. The OEM one, it's like a tiny, tiny little baby one.
So you see this plastic piece right here? That's what you're gonna be replacing.
That one.
That one in the back.
But anywho's, now we're gonna get...
You know why? You don't have to.
Here they are. They've missed each other over the last 5 days that we've been gone. Did you need a break? Yeah, he needed a break. All right, here's up close on the
replacing
PRL
versus stock.
Look at this.
Plastic.
Look at the
How much more difference is it gonna be? It's a big difference.
big difference.
So this kit's gonna give you a lot better airflow.
What about like cooling aspect? Is this gonna be better since it's
Well, there's gonna be a lot more air. It's gonna be able to force in there, so a lot more cold air.
but like let's say like as far as like heat and whatnot, and we're
Yeah,
still
it's
looking
not
at
gonna
same
heat
deal.
up. It's not gonna expand. It's gonna stay nice and cool.
And with the hoses, it's gonna be able to take more boost, right?
Yep. Not gonna be able to flex or anything like that.
Okay, now
That goes in there.
this all goes to the stock mounting brackets. All right, guys, we creep in real quick just so you can see direct fitment as usual per PRL. I mean, especially if you're matching it up with their intercooler. All right, so the next move what we're doing right now is putting in the charge pipe for the hot side of the turbo. This little, what do you call it? Is a pain in the ass. Now, here we are putting in the cold side. Remember, this goes connected to that metal charge pipe. Hey, so this year you don't have to remove anything from it, huh? Remember how you had to remove some like little, I don't know what it was, like a little post, this thing right here? You had to remove it from the FK8 one.
Yeah, this one you just have to push over your map sensor. Boom, just like that.
All right, guys, we're just gonna give you a quick comparison of FK8, FL5, OEM charge pipes.
Basically, the FL5 one, the diameter of the throttle body is actually the same size compared to the FK8, which is, this is the size of the throttle body. But now, if you see this is a lot smaller compared to the stock one. So this whole stock charge pipe is gonna be a lot larger in this diameter. So it's gonna be a 1-to-1 ratio compared to this one where it's basically like a,
It's
a transition basically.
Yeah, it goes from small to large, right?
Yep.
I see. And you can see the difference in here. So this diameter is way larger than this one. You can see. And again, they did, remember we said it earlier in the video, that these couplers here would have issues with ripping. And they did make this a lot thicker, but as you could tell, see how wobbly and thin it is. It will pop off when you have high boost, as we encountered when we were on the dyno with this car. Also, another difference in the charge pipe, again, we didn't illustrate that, guys, my bad, is just the mounting location. MAP sensor is a little bit different. See that? Got here, here. These kind of look the same, but just the overall construction of it's just a tad bit different. And this year, like you had to do for the FK8, you had to remove this pin and put it on the charge pipe to the FK8. This one you do not, because of the bracket being different. And I'll show you once these guys get their hands out of it. Man, you've been working out or you've been moving lately?
I've been carrying wood.
Look at him. Looks like he's got some big ass biceps.
You're stupid.
Why is only your left? Look at his right. It looks all fucking skinny.
You're left-handed?
Nope. I'm right-handed.
The stranger, I told you. All right, guys. Charge pipes are in, and you could tell there's a big difference. This looks huge compared to the stock one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Big difference.
looks way bigger. Yeah, low key, we're gonna have to place a phone call, Henry.
Yeah.
We need a dial a tune. Yeah. So anywho, all right, guys, this right here is gonna wrap it up for the charge pipes. Go ahead. Remember, Morris? I just told you a second ago. Go ahead. Finish it up. Finish us up. Send us home, Lewis.
I think we gotta drive it now.
Send us home, Lewis.
Catch you guys on part 3, which will start now.